And topic number 2 comes to us today from Caitlin from Budapest, Hungary. And Caitlin writes, "What's up, Cody? You are the reason I got back into swimming, so thank you. Your Wednesday vlogs are great pick-me-ups in the middle of my work weeks. Now, I'm curious to know your picks for this year's Golden Goggle Awards. I know you said the results are irrelevant, but if you were going to vote, who would you vote for? And who should be the winners? I think we'd all enjoy hearing your thoughts on this awards ceremony. Have a fabulous week. Thank you." All right. Thank you, Caitlin, for that submission. And yes, we talked a little bit last week about the Golden Goggles. I did a whole segment on it. And for those of you out there who don't know, the Golden Goggles are a yearly award ceremony put on by USA Swimming where they honor all of the athletes of the major meet that summer. So if it's a World Championship year, Team USA from World Championships gets invited to this award ceremony. They create these categories. The public votes on their pick for Breakout Swimmer of the Year, the Perseverance Award, all these types of awards. And as I said last week, this award ceremony is, the results of this award ceremony is meaningless. It really is. The more important thing is like what actually happens at the meet that they're honoring. But that's not the point. The point of this ceremony is to raise money for Team USA, is to raise money for US national teamers. That's why they auction off all kinds of stuff, which is really cool. And we talked about that last week. However, because the Golden Goggles are in a few weeks, it's really close, let's go ahead and just talk about these categories. Let's talk about who I think should win these categories, because I've had a lot of people ask about that. So let's I guess have a little bit of fun here and dive into this. The first category at the Golden Goggles Awards, and by the way, I think that these awards, they're just created by people at USA Swimming. They just throw these things together and then anyone can vote on these things, right? Like the public votes on them. The first category is Male Athlete of the Year. And the nominees are Bobby Fink, Carson Foster, Nick Fink, and Ryan Murphy. So if you asked me, Cody, who do you think should win this award? It's probably Bobby Fink, because he collectively had the most impressive performances, winning a gold medal, winning a silver medal, setting an American record in the 800 freestyle. That was really an impressive swim. However, if I was voting, which I am not voting, but if I was voting, I would probably vote for Ryan Murphy, simply because his 200 backstroke gold medal performance meant a lot to me. It was really special because, Ryan had this amazing breakout performance at the Rio Olympics where he won back-to-back gold medals in the 100 and the 200 backstroke. And then since that meet, he never won another major international gold on the world stage, at a world championships. He's won silvers, he's won bronze. So it was his first world championship gold. So just sentimentally, me being friends with Ryan, me knowing what that meant to him, I would vote for Ryan. But as far as Male Athlete of the Year, I think the general consensus is the most impressive of those performances is Bobby. Carson Foster had amazing performances, silver medal in the 400 IM, 406, incredible. However, he got second place, next to Leon Marchand of France, who nearly broke Michael Phelps's world record. So, that's a tough cookie when you're swimming next to that. And then you've got Nick Fink, who also won gold in the 50 breaststroke, a non-Olympic event, and then silver in the 100 breaststroke. He's having a great resurgence later in his career. Nick's my age. But I would vote for Ryan in that category. So the next category that we're going to talk about, I lost it, and here we go, is Breakout Performer of the Year. All right, so Breakout Performer of the Year. This category kind of comes down to what you determine breakout, because of these nominees that I will read to you, I think 4 out of the 5 of them are already Olympians. So you've got Carson Foster, Clara Curzan, Leah Hayes, Hunter Armstrong, and Tori Husk. Now, Leah Hayes is the only one of them that I believe is not an Olympian. So they already had their Olympic berth, their big moment. So kind of by default, the fact that Leah Hayes is so young, I think she's 15 or 16, and she's winning world championship medals. I believe she won a bronze medal. That is a big breakout, right? It was her breakout year. However, all these other athletes, if I was voting, I would probably vote for Hunter Armstrong, because he did break the world record in the 50 backstroke. But an argument could certainly be made for Tori Husk, Tori Husk swam, Lily told me this. She's like, she swam 17 events. Like Lily and I were talking about this the other day, and Lily's like, I would vote for Tori because Tori swam 17 events and she nearly broke the world record in the 100 butterfly this summer, winning the world championship gold medal. Obviously Claire had a great meet. Obviously Carson had a great meet, but so that's your breakout performer of the year, all right? And the next award is the Perseverance Award. The nominees are Leah Smith, who obviously swims the mile, the women's 800, the 400. You've got Lily King, and you've got Luca Orlando. Now, typically, this is a category that goes to someone who persevered, who like really overcame something. Like, for example, last year, this award went to Annie Laser because she lost her father months before Olympic trials. He passed away. He was obviously very, very great close father to her, really shepherded her swimming career. So that was like a no-brainer. This year, it's like, okay, you've got Lily nominated in there because she got COVID right before the World Championships. And if you're asking me who I would vote for, selfishly, I'd probably vote for Lily because I physically saw her get COVID and then miss 10 days of training right before she left for World Championships. So for her to get sick and then go to World Championships and win gold in the 200 breaststroke, which was an event she had never won before. Lily had never won the 200 breaststroke before at a major international competition. That was pretty cool. It was also super cool how Lily handled it. Once again, I'm super biased. Lily's like my sister. I love her. But when all this was happening, when Lily was really off, when she didn't even medal in the 100 breaststroke, right? She missed the podium. Everyone was asking her all these questions, and she just didn't even talk about it. There were no complaints. There was no, she wasn't trying to downplay her performances. She wasn't making excuses. She didn't say anything. And like, that's a baller move. Like, I respect that because most people would like want everyone to know why there's something wrong. You know what I mean? So that was kind of cool. You also have Leah Smith, who had a disappointing Olympic year, missing the Olympic team, and then coming back and having a great summer. So that's big. And then you've got Luca in there as well, who, also missed making the Olympic team and is a guy that probably should have made the Olympic team. So that's the Perseverance Award. I'd vote for Lily, but voting for Leah would be a cool vote too. And now we have Coach of the Year. And this is always a really hard category to choose because all of these coaches that are nominated, you could make a strong argument for why they should win. So there's really no wrong pick in this category. The nominees are Anthony Nesty, who coaches the Florida Gators, coaches Bobby Fink, coaches Katie Ledecky, coaches Caleb Dressel, Natalie Hines. There's a list of them. You've got Eddie Reese, coaches at Texas, coaches Carson Foster. Obviously, Shane Cassis is killing it there. You've got Ron Aiken of the Sandpipers of Nevada, who has the most dominant age group program in America and is coaching Katie Grimes and a number of other stellar young swimmers. You've got Todd DeSorbo, who coaches at Virginia and I believe coached Alex Walsh to a gold medal. So selfishly, I would vote for Ron Aiken because he's my club coach. Like, Ron's my man. Also, last year, this award went to Anthony Nesty, probably because he coached Caleb Dressel to 5 Olympic gold medals. Hard to argue against a coach winning for coaching the greatest swimmer at the Olympics. I get it. However, Ron Aiken was also nominated that year, and Ron coached 3 high schoolers to the United States Olympic team, and they all won medals. Right, he coached Erica Sullivan to a silver medal in the mile right next to Katie Ledecky. Bella Sims won a medal on the 4x200 freestyle relay. And Katie Grimes may not have won a medal, but this summer, Katie Grimes won medals. So, he's clearly the best age group coach in the country. So selfishly, I would vote for him. But, Todd is obviously an amazing coach, a cool dude. Eddie is probably the greatest coach of all time, still coaching amazing athletes. And then you've got Anthony Nesty doing his thing. So I would vote for Ron, but none of these are the wrong pick personally. So there you have it. That's Coach of the Year. The next award, Relay Performance of the Year. I'm not going to really spend a whole lot of time on this one, but I think the general consensus is the relay that I would vote for would be the women's 4x200 freestyle relay. You had Claire Weinstein, Leah Smith, Katie Ledecky, and Bella Sims. That was really the only relay I remember watching World Championships being like, that was awesome. Like, it was so, so cool. You've got these really, really young girls with Katie Ledecky and Leah being, the two veterans. So that was cool. I'm not even going to read the other nominees. That should win. We don't even need to dive into every single race. And then the last one is Female Race of the Year. Okay. You've got Alex Walsh for the 200 IM. You've got Katie Ledecky for the 800 free, Lily King for the 200 breast, Reagan Smith for the 100 back, and Tori Husk for the 100 butterfly. All right. I would probably vote for Tori Husk's 100 fly because she just missed the world record. Alex Walsh's swim was great, but on the scale of how fast it was, it's nothing like. I mean, it was fast. It was 2:07:13. So that is really, really fast. So I guess that is actually. So I take that back. That's a really, really solid pick. Ledecky's 800 freestyle swim, just based on her performances in the past, her times. Yeah, she won the event, but like, it's just, we've seen it before. It's not as impressive in her overall repertoire. So I wouldn't vote for that. Lily's 200 breast was a cool race because, once again, we knew the backstory of what she went through, getting COVID, never winning that event, having a gutsy swim, taking it out fast, and then winning. That's really cool. The time wasn't really that impressive. She would be the first person to tell you, be like, that time wasn't that great, but who cares? You're a world champion. Reagan Smith's 100 backstroke was really good, but time wasn't all that impressive. So I'm gonna go with Tori Husk's 100 fly. That because she just missed the women's 100 butterfly world record, and you've got to put it in context. The week-long competition of world championships, she swam 17 races. And she still almost, said that. So that's impressive enough. So, and I covered male race of the year at the top. So that's all those races. So that's who I would vote for. Once again, this award ceremony is meaningless. It means nothing. But it is cool to honor the people that we look up to, the people that we aspire to be as fast as someday, and to speculate as fans. It's a part of fandom. It's fun to talk about this stuff. But most importantly, like I said, all the items that get auctioned off, all the ticket sales for going to the competition that we talked about in last week's video, all that money goes to supporting U.S. national team swimmers, and they need the support, which is why I'm happy to talk about the stuff, which is why I'm proud that an event like this exists to support our team. It's important, it's great. So what do you all think? Who should win these awards? Did you vote? Who would you vote for? Let me know in the comment section below, and let's talk about this. Thank you for that question, Caitlin. If you enjoyed this clip, please hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. Full episodes of The Cody Miller Show airs every Monday morning, weekly vlogs every Wednesdays. Thank you all. I will see you all soon.